Most men build their wardrobe backwards. They buy the interesting pieces first, the statement jacket, the bold accessory, the shoes that caught their eye, and then they wonder why nothing connects, why getting dressed still feels like a problem despite owning a wardrobe full of things. And the answer is always the same. They started with the curtains before they built the walls. So today, I'm giving you the exact order. 4 phases, 9 pieces, 1 system that turns a random collection of clothes into a wardrobe that works every single day. Follow this sequence, and every dollar or pound that you spend from today forward makes everything else you own more valuable. Skip it, and you're just going to keep on buying things that don't connect. All right, let's go. Now here's the analogy that makes this entire system make sense. Building a wardrobe is exactly like building a house. You start with the foundation, then the walls, then the interior, and then the finishing touches. Nobody starts with the curtains. Nobody decorates before the structure is sound. And yet, almost every man starts with the curtains. And because there's no foundation beneath any of it, nothing connects. The house just looks like a collection of decorating decisions with no building underneath them. So the 4 phases that I'm giving you today follow the correct construction sequence. Foundation first, structure second, refinement third, identity last. Follow these in order and the wardrobe is going to build itself logically. Skip ahead and you're going to spend money on pieces that have nowhere to belong. All right, phase 1, the foundation. Before you buy anything interesting, before texture, before personality, before any piece that makes a statement, you need to own the pieces that disappear. The items that nobody consciously remembers you wearing. And that's not an insult. It is the highest compliment that a foundational piece can receive. Because invisible pieces, they are the ones that you can wear 3 times a week without anyone noticing. And that frequency is what makes them the most valuable things in your wardrobe. Piece 1 and 2, the white and blue shirts. 1 white Oxford cloth button-down for casual settings. 1 white poplin for formal ones. And then repeat both in light blue. 4 shirts total. 2 fabrics, 2 colors. These are the canvas of your wardrobe. Everything else gets layered over them. The face is framed by the collar. The outfit is built from this starting point upward. Get these fitted to your neck measurement and your natural waist. A fitted foundational shirt makes everything that's placed over it look more expensive. But an ill-fitting one, it'll undermine everything above it. All right, piece 3, the mid-gray trouser. Gray is the most connective color in menswear. It works with every shoe color, brown, black, tan, white. It works with every jacket color, navy, camel, olive, charcoal. It imposes no temperature, mood, or conflict on anything that it sits next to. Mid-gray flannel specifically has enough texture and weight to be able to look expensive without effort. This is the piece that you build outfits around without even thinking. And it works every single time. All right, piece 4, dark indigo denim. No distressing fade or stretch. Clean, dark, architectural denim in a straight or slim straight cut. This is the casual half of your foundation. The piece that makes a blazer look intentional and a t-shirt look considered. Dark indigo reads almost as a trouser in terms of formality while retaining the ease of denim. It is the most versatile casual piece in menswear, and it belongs at the foundation, not as an afterthought. All right, the phase 1 rule. Do not move to phase 2 until every single one of these pieces has been tailored to your body. A $50 shirt that's tailored to your measurements is worth more than a $500 jacket that fits poorly. The foundation must be correct before anything is built on top of it. All right, phase 2, the anchor. Once the foundation is in place, shirts that fit, trousers that drape correctly, denim that sits properly, you need the 2 pieces that tie everything together and instantly communicate that you know what you're doing. Piece 5, the unstructured navy blazer. This is your adult armor. The single piece that upgrades everything beneath it. A t-shirt, a dress shirt, a knit polo, without it looking like a suit jacket that just happened to lose its trousers. The unstructured construction, no heavy padding, no stiff canvas, means that it sits on the body with ease rather than formality. It moves with you. It looks like a considered choice rather than a uniform requirement. Navy specifically works across all three foundational colors: gray, indigo, white, without a single conflict. This is the highest leverage piece in the entire wardrobe. Piece 6, the brown leather shoe. Do not buy black shoes first. This is the single most common sequencing mistake in men's wardrobe building, and it limits everything that follows. Brown leather in a loafer or a derby works with 90% of a modern wardrobe. It connects to gray trousers, indigo denim, navy chinos, camel coats. It brings warmth to neutral outfits. It has the versatility that black leather, for all of its formality, cannot match in everyday dressing. Start with brown and then add black later if a specific occasion demands it. The Phase 2 rule: authority before refinement. These two pieces, the blazer and the brown shoe, they establish the visual rank of the man wearing them. Everything that's added in Phase 3 builds on that foundation, not beneath it. All right, Phase 3, the texture layer. The foundation makes you look appropriate. The anchor makes you look authoritative. Phase 3 is what makes you look expensive. And the mechanism is texture. Fabric that catches light differently, that adds depth and dimension to a silhouette that is already structurally sound. Piece 7, the suede jacket or bomber. Suede belongs in this phase because of one specific optical property. It absorbs light rather than reflecting it. Where shiny leather bounces light back and reads as loud, suede takes the light in and reads as quiet, as settled, as something that's been somewhere. A tobacco or dark brown suede bomber over any Phase 1 or Phase 2 combination instantly adds the quality of old money, the sense that the garment was chosen for its material rather than its statement. This is the piece that people are going to notice without being able to explain why. Piece 8, merino knitwear. A quality sweater in navy or oatmeal. Merino wool specifically, for its weight to warmth ratio and its ability to layer under a blazer without bulk. Knitwear adds a softness to the wardrobe that shirts and blazers cannot provide. It makes the overall presentation more approachable, more human, more considered. And merino, specifically, has a natural sheen that reads as expensive without being shiny, the precise quality that Phase 3 is designed to introduce. The Phase 3 rule: texture is not decoration, it is sophistication. Every piece in this phase earns its place by adding a dimension, visual depth, material quality, tactile richness that the foundation and the anchor cannot provide on their own. All right, Phase 4. The signature. Only now, with the foundation fitted, the anchor established, and the texture layered, do you buy the pieces that express identity. The things that people actually notice and remember. The details that make your wardrobe yours rather than simply correct. Piece 9. The statement coat. A camel overcoat or a heavy waxed cotton field jacket. These are the pieces that are worn over everything else, which means that they are seen by everyone in every context every time that you walk outside. A camel overcoat specifically reads as one of the most universally sophisticated outerwear choices in menswear. It works over suits, over jeans, over everything in the three phases beneath it. It is the final architectural layer, the piece that completes the silhouette from the outside. Piece 10. The watch and eyewear. These are your personal identifiers, the pieces that belong to you specifically rather than to a system. And because the three phases beneath them are now neutral, classic, and completely coherent, these accessories can be as individual as your personality allows without ever reading as loud or mismatched. A bold watch over a neutral foundation reads as confident. The same watch over a chaotic wardrobe reads as noise. The foundation is what gives the signature room to breathe. The Phase 4 rule. Identity only makes sense when authority and refinement already exist beneath it. A statement coat over a poorly fitted foundation is a costume. The same coat over 3 tailored phases is a signature. The wardrobe that most men want already exists. They just built it in the wrong sequence. Start over in the right order and watch how quickly everything connects. Foundation first, anchor second, texture third, signature last. Every piece in its correct phase. Every dollar or pound spent increasing the value of everything else. Gentlemen, drop in the comments down below, which phase are you currently in? I genuinely want to know where most men are starting from. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you're not already here, and I'll see you in the next one.